What's going on, top producers? Alexander Fazalani here, and today we're going to go over a myth that there's such thing as quality over quantity leads, right? And I wanted to make a short video about this because I actually had a conversation recently via DMs with a couple of agents who were thinking about getting into the online marketing space with some Facebook ads and Google ads because they haven't seen much success with Zillow and Realtor. And honestly, as someone who's actually been successful with Zillow Premier Agent and Trulia before they were purchased by Zillow and Realtor.com, right? I've actually ran ads bought area zip codes there and actually serviced those leads. And what I found was that the quality of leads aren't necessarily that much better. Right? They are a little better because you're actually speaking to an individual who is looking to possibly purchase or possibly looking to sell, right? You are actually speaking to them. However, you can get the same results through Google, the same results through Facebook, except the filtering is, you have to do the filtering yourself. So what I mean by that is that if you're going to get 3 leads through Zillow, for example, you're probably going to be paying $400, and they're going to say because they're quality leads. But let me tell you what that quality really means. Basically, Zillow, Realtor.com, Trulia, what they do is Zillow owns Trulia. What they do is they run Facebook ads, they're running Google ads, they're getting leads coming in. And what they do is they have a call center that calls and goes, hey, are you an individual looking to buy a house? They're going to say yes, right? So what that does is that takes away all the realtors that are possibly calling, that takes away the pizza companies, that takes away the doo-doo-doo, right? Those fake numbers that you're getting, right? And they say, oh, are you a person looking to purchase? Are you willing to talk to a realtor? Cool. And then they push you to a premier agent, right? Who then gets that lead, and then that lead is better qualified, you can say, right? But they're not necessarily qualified. You don't know how approved they are. You don't know their particular situation. And sometimes they're like, oh, you're not the listing agent, right? You're still getting that conversation. You're still having those awkward conversations as well, right? So they're not truly fully qualified. They're just people that are looking for a house, not necessarily better than Facebook or Google if you ran them yourself. Now, if you're running Google ads and Facebook ads to your website, they know where they're going. They went to your website, they inquired on your website. Yes, you're still gonna get shitty numbers, you're still gonna get the doo-doo-doo, you're still gonna get people that are mad that you're calling them, right? You're still gonna get those things. However, you're the one that's doing the filtering, so you're actually speaking to more individuals, which gives you more opportunities to actually build meaningful relationships that can lead to deals down the line, right? It's just up to you to constantly stay in contact with them and build and nourish those relationships, right? They're not going to be ready right now, but just like the Zillow leads, not all of them are going to be ready right now. Maybe a fraction of them are going to be ready right now. That's the same thing that Zillow's doing, except you're not paying for that middleman to make sure they're a human being, right? So if you're someone that's part-time, right, maybe the Zillow and Realtor.com is a better avenue for you. But if you're a full-time agent that's really looking to scale, I feel like Google ads and Facebook ads are the way to go, because you're going to get a lot more quantity over quality, right? So I actually read a book recently, Atomic Habits, and he gives a perfect example of the power of quantity over quality, right? So he basically breaks down this professor's experiment that he did in his classroom. So he took half of his students and said, hey, listen, I'm gonna give you an A+, but you have to do a really awesome photo, right? So it's a photography class. You have to take one amazing photo, and then we're gonna judge you based on that one photo, and you're going to get graded on that. And then the other half of the room, you guys are going to have to take 100 photos for this specific amount of time, and if you hit those, you're gonna get an A+, right? What he found was the people that were taking 100 photos had better quality pictures than the people that had to take that one photo, because they did it a bunch of times. They were calling a bunch of, you know what I'm saying? They did a bunch of pictures. They took they got to really hone in on their skills compared to the quality people where, they waited probably to the last minute and did it, right? So I felt like that was a really good example to speak towards real estate agents if you're looking into these online leads, is that not only are you getting better at your skills and speaking to more people, you're also going to run into more opportunities here, right? So for example, I had a Google lead once that, contacted me, and we really connected. He was thinking about selling but wasn't really sure, and I ended up going to his house doing a listing presentation, but then he wasn't ready, right? So for most people, they'll be like, oh, it's a shitty lead, that's not really good. However, I built a good connection. He's a guy that was really into the law of attraction, right? And I read books on law of attraction and things of that nature. And I read a really good book that I referred to him. I actually told the story in a different video, but I went to go give him a book. We developed that relationship even further because I thought about him after I read that book. And then he referred me to 3 different deals. I got 1 listing and 2 buyers from that one potential customer who I never actually worked with, right? So you might call that a dud lead, but for me, I built that relationship that allowed my sphere of influence to grow that much more. Had events, he came to them, and I never even serviced the guy, right? But we connected. And that's the key to this business. You have to connect, and the more people you connect with, the more opportunities you're going to have, not necessarily now, but in the long run, right? Do Zillow and Realtor.com leads work? 100%. I feel like you can skin a cat many different ways. I'm not saying they're bad leads. However, I do feel that you having more people to speak to is a better look for your business as a whole compared to maybe only speaking to 3 people a month, right? So there you have it, guys. If you're a Zillow Premier agent, like I said, no offense, Realtor Pro, no offense, but leave your comments and your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, please like, subscribe, and show love so you can get notified whenever we release these videos every Tuesday and Friday. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, it's a numbers game, but don't treat people like numbers. If you can master that statement, you'll be fine in the real estate industry. And I'll see you in the next video.